Two teams tonight are kicking off for a Super Bowl right of Super Bowl VIII. The Atlanta Falcons have done it by a measly spread of 1 point against the Carolina Panthers. Coach K is unfortunately eliminated against the Minneapolis Vikings, or Minnesota Vikings. I apologize, everyone. But overall, we appreciate you guys being here. Of course, Matt K in the booth. We are here tonight for all you franchise fans out there. So many tough games. The Chargers, they barely won by 3 points against Tennessee Titans, Lamar Jackson. So much talent there in Tennessee. Unable to figure out, Brett Cott, he's known for that one and done. But at the end of the day, Coach K can't talk too much shit because he lost himself in the first game there against the Vikings. But, so many one-score games. How about Philadelphia, right? They lost by 1 point as well. What a year, the NFC East had. And they almost had 3 playoff teams, 3 top 9 seeds in the NFC. But, honestly, the story tonight honestly comes down to a 3 or 4 time rematch. We're going to right now just break down for you guys. Before we get into the actual gameplay, I'll invite my partner tonight, Joe. The thing we're going to do real quick is go over the history of the league. I want to give a shout out to J-Cam, everyone in the Discord for making this league happen. I know I'm the commissioner, but at the end of the day, there's a lot of commissioners. And so it takes a whole city to make this happen. It's a really fun Discord. Everyone should join if you really haven't yet for MUT knowledge, whatever. And really, for days like yesterday, it's kind of cringe. But, when I was sick and unable to stream just because why would I stream when I was sick for, school and all that stuff, those are ways to talk to me or talk to other people in the MUT community. What's going on? Who should I buy? Who should I invest with? So, but definitely for franchise fans, you need to be joining this, Discord because yes, I get it. We're full right now, but going into next year, we always can have openings. So when we look at the various years of CKFL, we only had 6 seasons that occurred last year. Okay, in Madden 25, and in those 6 seasons, okay, we have been privileged enough, okay, to be able to go to Super Bowl even just once. I was the Broncos last year, but last year, the Colts and the Packers were the teams tonight. So, we call him Kyler Weist. He is the Falcons. We have Mike, who is the Chargers, okay? And even though I should know this, we're going to go in and count right now how many Super Bowls they have each. Documentation all within us. But we're going to see right here, so far, Mike, as a Colt, okay, he was able to win 1, 2, 3, 4 Super Bowls. However, the Packers, which is Weist, has won 2 as well, okay? So right now, this is a big game for the Falcons because I would say a bigger game because as of right now, you have a chance, Weist, Kyler, that's his name, the Falcons, you have a chance to cut this lead of all-time Super Bowl wins from 4 to 2 to 4 to 3. And then in all honesty, you're 1 game away from, being tied. And Mike is contemplating retiring with a possible 5th Super Bowl. And as you guys know, we don't really do a whole lot of ultimate team stuff in this league. I get it. There might be maybe, surface level stuff, but that's just what Madden football is. You can't escape it all. Maybe some ability cheese, whatever. But in general, we've done a good job at making this more of an authentic franchise and not just a MUT league free-for-all of just degenerates, okay? But anyway, again, before we do go ahead and invite my partner Joe in here, I do want to say as well, okay, last year we were unable to beat them. Last year, I was in the Super Bowl, and hopefully you guys in the league were able to have, some, dev downs, dev ups. If anyone is a franchise fan, you have dev ups, dev downs, whatever, and there is the final league standings. Coach K with a strong 2 seed, but not strong enough to beat the Vikings there, who snuck in 11-6. But a very sneaky X factor quarterback, Jalen Moreau, was really the staple to that victory for Minnesota. But you can go to your team, manage your team, whatever. I actually got a dev down in Trey McBride, by far my worst pick in the franchise. Still a staple for this franchise for me, but in all honesty, a big part of my success this year in being 13-3, a Super Bowl last year, was obviously going out there and having a great offensive line and stuff like that. We were able to get Ibuka and also on defense, Tavondre Sweat. But although we got a dev down from McBride, I got a dev up from Bishop, but I believe Valentine may have been started, I forget. But we got no other dev downs, which is good. But again, that's not the purpose of this video, this stream. It's more about the Falcons and the Chargers. I just want to share with everyone an example of why it's just a big week in the Super Bowl week. You are able to know, hey, did my team get dev downs or dev ups and stuff like that. The last thing we're going to do here is, again, kind of just go over some of their players. And I also want to invite Joe in here now. He will have his thoughts on their teams while Joe talks for a little bit, probably, 5 minutes max. We'll start the game for you guys, and I will also go through their rosters. Thank you for your patience here, Mike and Kyler. Let me go ahead and invite Joe in here. He's been a good part of my YouTube channel and the Discord. Let's invite Joe in here. Joe, can you hear me?
Yo, it's good.
How you doing, Joe?
Amazing.
Yeah, it's good to have you tonight, Joe. We're going to go ahead and go over the rosters tonight. You were telling me that you kind of went over, some of the teams yourself. Also, want to say he is the Chiefs user in this league. Joe, go ahead and give me your thoughts on this Super Bowl.
I think it's going to be a really good Super Bowl. Falcons have really good defense. Weiss has a really good defense. He plays really good. He's a smart player. His offense, it's there, but it's going to be tough, especially going against Michael, who has probably, in my opinion, the best offense in the league. He could split it between the run and the pass every single time. I was looking at the stats. Passing-wise, Joe Milton has 55 touchdowns, and A-Chain has 31 touchdowns rushing, and Joe Milton also has 3. Pretty sure the Chargers' backup running back also has 3, so that's it's about 40 and 50 right there. So
sure,
it's going to be a offensive game for sure.
Yeah, I agree, Joe. And, if you want to go in and talk to me about kind of your season and how you feel like your season went, I know the AFC can be a sweat fest, but walk me through your plans for next year.
My plans for next year. So, really, it all depends on who wins this Super Bowl, in my opinion, because I'm in the AFC. You know what division I'm in, right? I'm in
sure
AFC West with Raiders. They always have a crazy sweaty user. Then you got Michael.
Yeah.
I mean, he's in the Super Bowl. That says all that needs to be said. And then the Broncos, which is really the only time I have a fair chance. So it depends on the Super Bowl, if Michael actually retires. And also if I can stop making so many mistakes. I feel like I've thrown too many picks throughout this past season. I threw 28 picks this year.
Sure, that's a lot. It is.
Yeah.
Now, Joe, walk me through, I know you have not had a whole lot of success in the league in terms of making the playoffs, but, is there any one change you're going to try to make to your game to try to make those playoffs next year? I mean, don't worry about Mike being in the league or not for the Chargers being in the same division, but is there something you're going to go into the AFC next year and make the playoffs?
I'm gonna try to exploit the run game as much as I can. Between my 2 running backs this year, I think they both had over. I mean, it wasn't high yardage for either one. Between Chuba Hubbard and Bucky Irvin, they both had over 600 yards. Chuba had 700 and they both had I'm pretty sure I can check right now. They both had Chuba Hubbard had 129 attempts for 718, and Bucky Irvin had 128 for 609. If I could get my running game going, that's fine. I think my passing game is fine. I mean, Brian Thomas, 1,400 yards, 18 touchdowns. I mean, it's there. It's just the running game is all that matters.
Sure. And, one thing I'll say about this Chargers team, and, I guess we could even go in as much as to say both of these teams, I think the key tonight is they both have two superstar edge rushers and, both quick abilities. Hutchinson, I believe, JT Tuilolo, I'm going to say his name wrong, but, Tuilupu for the Falcons, Byron Young, and then another fast guy for
Jalen Walker.
Yep, there it is, Jalen Walker. So some really fast players off the edge. Two superstar X-Factor quarterbacks in Caleb Williams, and, I had it right. Who's that quarterback? Joe Milton, that's what it is, Joe Milton. So, they both have an arm. So I'm excited. We're going to go ahead and tell them here to go ahead and click in the game here. So quick in game.
So need a link.
Yeah, I'm going to tell them to click in the game here, though. We're going to get going here.
Yep.
We appreciate everyone in the stands watching tonight. Again, it's always fun to be here for the franchise and stuff like that. And we're going to go ahead here and get into the Twitch stream here for you guys that we can cover the content as you're going to go ahead here and load in. And just make sure that you are refreshed yourself, Joe, on the Twitch stream. I know I am. So watch out, too, against Jalen Wright and Devin Achane. Kind of curious what abilities they have, but if I had to guess, probably joystick each.
I still need a link to the stream.
Yeah, no, I'm in. Yeah, I'm good, Joe. But, if you want to go in and tell me, Joe, just what are you feeling this year with abilities? I don't know if you're doing right now other games and franchise only or Ultimate Team 2, but regardless of that, what do you think this year ability-wise has stood out to you?
I don't really play that much Madden outside of franchise, but what I've noticed, which is the common trend throughout all Maddens, the knockout abilities are just overpowered.
Sure.
I've put Matt Milano at my sub linebacker. He's a weak side linebacker. I put him at my slot or my sub linebacker, and if they catch the ball, within the first 2 seconds, if I can get a hand on him, it's going to get knocked out because I have mid zone KO on him. Okay. And I'm normally a zone user, so if I'm able to knockout is really what does it for me. I think the pass rushing abilities are very balanced this year, in my opinion.
Yeah. If you pass commit, for me, I personally feel like if you pass commit, though, you're getting that advantage in the D line and the corners get a good jump, but on the contrary, your run D's a little bit bad. But Falcons will start off with the ball here, and we are ready to kick off here. Jake Moody, the former third-round pick, I believe, from Michigan, to return it. It's going to be Rainey, one of the corners, 73 overall, left side, and it will be 27-yard line. They will take over. Joe, any tips for the first drive here for the Chargers?
I'd come out slow. I'd want to control the tempo to start. That's how you take control of a game. Yeah,
absolutely. And as the Falcons notoriously do, they will start off in trips. One running back, it was a glitch. I apologize. It is the Chargers with the ball. They will start in trips. Achane will start to his right. Milton, left side, corner route, caught, left side, past midfield, first down.
That's a good play design there by Mike. It's common. I've gone against it twice a year for 2 years in a row already, and it always kills. Do what you can to stop it, but you just can't.
Yeah, and cover two, a big part of it, although it was a cover three look, there were cover two invert. Deep outsides are your weakness there, Joe, and that was going to be a corner out for a strike, at least 30 yards there for Milton. In motion, left side. Charles in the box for the Falcons. Four-man rush. Milton to his right. Makes a throw. Caught. Shaheed, he dropped it. 2nd and 10.
Wow. wow. I feel like that if that was anybody else, it's not a catch. I feel like I've seen that cat caught many times this year.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, absolutely, Joe. Tough catch there for Rashid Shaheed. Hard to believe now the fourth year out of Weber State. 93 speed, 95 excel. Blitz comes, right side, caught. It's going to be Trey Harris, right sideline. Daxton Hill chases him down inside the 8. First and goal, LA.
That was a good fast play for Mike. There's not much you could do there from Weese. He had a good blitz coming, and Mike just got it out as fast as he could. I mean, do what you can, but you can't stop that.
Yeah, cover zero. Cover zero, Joe. Left side. It's Pickens. George Pickens tiptoes to the 1. George Pickens from Georgia. Now 4 years in, he goes to the 1 yard line, and now here comes a surprising gun bunch. This has to be an RPO, isn't it, Joe? No, it's not. Left side, Pickens. It's only right. He went to the 1. Let him finish. Touchdown, George Pickens. Chargers out front.
Give me 2 minutes.
That's fine, Joe. Touchdown, Chargers. Extra point is no good. It's shanked. And the extra point that time was kicked and a little bit pulled by Justin Tucker, the veteran from Texas, who has cleared all protocols to start tonight in the CKFL. To return it is James, left side. Makes one man miss.
My bad. Give me 2 seconds.
All right, 23-yard line here. And the Falcons will take over with a quarterback who everyone knows. The first overall pick, former from Chicago in real life, Caleb Williams. Number 1 under center, Jalen Wright will be behind him. Theo Johnson, tight end. Jalen Waddle to the right. Xavier Worthy to the left. Play action pass. Williams standing tall in the pocket. Moves to the right. Pressure by Walker. Throws it away. He will live another down. 2nd and 10 here in Super Bowl VIII. Both teams combined with 2 losses. 16 wins each. Caleb Williams still under center. To his far left is going to be some receivers. Takes a snap. Left side. Theo Johnson, the tight end, 6'6". Makes the catch. Give him 13. First down. The key here is the protection for this offense. Can they pass protect against Grady Jarrett, Jalen Walker, and Byron Young? Not to mention the Mutt favorite Devontae Wyatt. Pressure comes, and there he is. Devontae Wyatt. Loss of 12.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about
22.
That. Sorry about that.
You're fine,
That was
Joe.
a good pass rush there, my Mike.
Devontae Wyatt. He bull rushed him, Joe. And it's that third receiver, Michael Pittman, who I did not get his number, but he's number 83 tonight. There's Jalen Wright. He may have passed committed the Chargers. It's a foot race. Jalen Wright. The Red Sea pardoned. Touchdown,
and
Falcons.
There he goes. Jalen Wright. I wrote this down about him. And there it is. On, what was that, 2nd and long? Am I correct?
Yeah, second and 22. Second and 22.
Weiss has the third most rushing attempts or rushing percentage in the league, and it's showing there he's willing to go run on 2nd and long in the Super Bowl on his first drive.
Yeah,
and that's gutsy, especially in Madden. I mean,
yeah,
there's no telling what could happen. He gets stopped 1 yard in, but he went for it and he got it. He got the reward. It looked like Mike was pass predicted there, but
yeah, I think he did. I definitely feel like a pass commit was evident there. 2nd and 22. I don't really blame Mike. Just shows you how tough defense is in this league. 4-man front now for Atlanta. Jalen Wright, 93 excel, 93 speed. Milton is going to be caught. Trey Harris, middle of the field, first down from Ole Miss.
That's a beautiful pass and catch there. I mean, going against this pass rush, Weiss and the Falcons have the number 1 sacks in the NFL going in the regular season at least. And being able to just stay calm, cool, and collected and then roll out when you need to, it's just something else.
Sure is. Joe Milton, left side. Mark Andrews gets a block. First down, 17 yards. Inside the red zone, 2 yards away from it. And here they come, Joe, the Los Angeles Chargers, a 4-time Super Bowl champ.
All right, here we go. It looks he's going tempo in the wide.
Yeah, that was an insta-shed there by Aiden Hutchinson.
And that's exactly why he has the most sacks in the league.
Yeah, Aiden Hutchinson, and, I'm going to mispronounce his name tonight, but, JT Tumaleo, this is someone from Ohio State who can bring some serious edge. 80 speed, 87 excel, 4-man rush, clean pocket. Milton, what a catch by Mark Andrews, first and goal.
Wow. Against TJ Tampa.
First down.
At that.
What a play by Mark Andrews, and you wonder why he got a lot of attention from a lot of teams in the draft for his frame. First and goal, Milton, all alone, Achane, touchdown, LA.
Wow. And Mike just continues to be able to pass all over Weiss this game. I mean, it's crazy. And if I'm not mistaken, he's going for 2. And that brings me into this. Mike has the 14 2-point conversions attempted this year, most in the league.
Wow.
And here we go.
It's picked by Tampa.
It's picked. TJ Tampa, 3 interceptions and a touchdown on the year. Yeah, but Mike has 14 2-point conversions attempted.
Wow.
And seven of them being completed this year.
But, for me, Joe, one of the big things in this game already is Devin Achane. 1 or no carries in this game already very early. Do you feel like it is an overthought by the Chargers? I don't care about the results. 2 drives, 2 scores. Not giving the ball to Achane once, though. What are your thoughts on that, Joe?
I mean, it is definitely something. I feel like it definitely could have caught Weiss by surprise. It caught me by surprise. Just noticing that. And it's like right now they're playing 2 completely different games.
Yeah, it really is. But the good news for both these fans at home, Falcons and Chargers, Caleb Williams, Joe Milton, both quarterbacks him on point tonight. 4-man rush, Williams, stand talls, and that's going to be an overthrow. He's looking for a 6'6" target. Theo Johnson's now 2nd and 10.
And, the Falcons have one of the best tight end combos in the league with Rod Clancy and Theo Johnson. They combined for 13 touchdowns on the year and over 1,100 yards. I mean, when you have 2 big guys like that, it's hard to stop it.
You are right, Joe. Handoff, right side, second rush for Jalen Wright. Only 4 yards to show. Gun trips to his left. Pittman, Waddle. No, it's actually Horton in the game. 3rd and 6, middle of the field. Worthy makes a man miss. Right side, foot race. Number 88, Xavier Worthy. Right side, one more swerve. What a tackle. 1st and goal, Atlanta.
That's just beautiful right there. Right down the middle and getting the yards after the catch like he needs to. He has 431 yards after the catch on the year, and it shows why right there.
What a tackle by Trayvon Diggs, the veteran from Alabama, to save a touchdown. 2nd and goal now from the 3. Handoff right. He's blasted.
And you got to wonder here, is Weiss going to keep running it, or is he going to do something else like what Mike has been able to do to him in the past game on the goal line?
He's got to watch the RPO here. I would probably pass the ball and get out of it. He does that. 3-man rush. He could have scrambled for that if he wanted to. Instead, touchdown, Horton. No, it's Worthy. My apologies. Xavier Worthy.
Amazing catch by Worthy there. I miss him in Kansas City.
Yeah, absolutely. You were the one that traded him, didn't you?
Yeah, for Brian Thomas, but got Brian. I ended up Brian Thomas Player of the Year or Wide Receiver of the Year.
Yeah, BTJ, man. 14-12 Atlanta. They choose to go for 1 for pin count instead of being up by 3. Right call, I think it's early. 14-12 to return it Rainey. A 4-string corner. Makes a man midfield, middle of the field. 22-yard line, they take over. I think we have a shootout here tonight, Joe.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it hasn't been able to, last time they played, it was 56-50. And
wow.
That's when the Chargers won. So if that repeats itself, I think we're in for a fun one.
That's a handoff to the right side there. Loss of a half. It's actually Kalijah Casey. As a Pittsburgh native, now 3 years in the league, Kalijah Casey gets it done for a loss of a half. 2nd and 10. 4-man rush. Milton. It's going to be picked. Picked off by Corley's. First down. Falcons.
That right there could do it in itself. If Weiss is able to capitalize and keep the ball, he gets the ball at halftime. So, yeah, if he's able to capitalize off of this, maybe get a stop or two, that could have been the game. Hate to say it this early, but that was looking.
Bad throw by Milton. Right side, right. That is a BS animation, but nevertheless, tackle by Jalen Walker, I believe. Loss of 1. It's 2nd and 10. But what a pick from the second-year player from Missouri, Jalen Carleys, a Sam linebacker for the Falcons.
It's kind of like flipping the script on Mike. He has the interceptions in the league this year.
That's right. What a catch by Worthy, 3rd and 3.
That's an insane catch from Worthy. Gotta respect it. Going in the second. Here we go.
You know, we're going to pull up some abilities here for you, Joe. And Xavier Worthy, we're going to see what abilities he actually has here on the Falcons. I'm seeing right now his abilities. He does not have joystick, slot-o-matic, route tech, and short elite. A slight mistake there by Kyler, the Falcons, as slot-o-matic and route tech actually coincide. Left side, Worthy, first down.
I thought he was going to go there. I really did.
Well, it's the RPO, a staple in trips in Madden football. 1st and 10.
Here he's with the tempo.
Murray's in the game. Oh, no, actually, my bad. I'm sorry, not Murray. Sorry, I saw number 1 for some reason. I thought it was
Right,
Kyler
breaks
Murray.
the tackle, goes for 1.
Jeez Louise. That's right. Triple option, speed option. You know, I'm thinking about someone else. Do you know who has Kyler Murray in the league? Someone had Kyler Murray for some reason. I thought that was Kyler Murray. I'm sorry. Caleb Williams looks so short to me, man. Every time I see number 1 with that height, I think about Kyler Murray. I'm sorry, man. 2nd and 9. Right side. Xavier Worthy. Give him 4. 3rd and 5. I'm thinking about Joe V for the Jaguars.
He is looking Worthy's way a lot. If you're Michael, you got a game plan against that right now.
A lot of checkdowns tonight as well. Falcons have not went past 25-yard passes here tonight once. 14-12. Big control game here for the Falcons. Trips. Timeout, Atlanta. 2 left. 3rd and 5. Big call here. I have no... You know, if I was Atlanta... Well, for me, it's a mid-blitz look. I'm getting rid of the ball quick.
Yep, absolutely.
3rd and 5.
I'm looking for Jalen right out the backfield.
It's only a 4-man rush. And it's going to be picked. Tyler Nubin with 87 speed.
Nubin, is he going to go?
And the speed of Atlanta pays off. What a return. 54-yard return. 2 yards into the end zone. I think that was a forced ball, but it's tough.
Gotta get it out.
It's tough in real time. Into the shed. Another missed throw there by Joe Milton. 2nd and 10, midfield.
I mean, Joe Milton is just off target right now. It's shown.
He really is. And, you know, he has got to get his crap together here if he wants to win a Super Bowl. Pressure by the edge again of the Falcons. I believe Jalen Walker. And it is, no, that's Tulu. I'm sorry. That's JT Tuluopo. And it's now 3rd and 10.
I feel like I would run here with A-Chain. I mean, he hasn't given him the ball once. I don't know what's going on here, but I would run it. Confuse him.
3rd and 10. That's right, A-Chan. I believe no carries tonight. Maybe 1, if anything. And it's going to be Edgerrin Cooper can't tackle him. First down, 15 yards. First down, Chargers.
He's putting in the dirty work when Michael needs it right now.
A pick each team tonight. First down, pass. It's to Andrews. Give him 12. First down. They're doing Herb offense, a blitz. What a play that time by 21. And we're gonna get his name right now. Good coverage that time by Jaden Hicks.
I mean, I don't know if Michael missed it, but he had somebody wide open down the middle.
Yeah, cover 0, not much time to make a read. 3-man rush. Milton, underneath. Andrews, he's been busy tonight. Give him 6. One thing I'll say about this football team, the Chargers, that they love their tight ends. Last year it was, who was that one guy for the Ravens in real life, that tight end? Shoot. Do you know him at all? I forget who he had last year at tight end, but he loved him last year. This year it's Andrews. H-Chan.
I know you're talking about, not in my mind, though.
I know, H-Chan, back-to-back years here. Mike has him, the Chargers user. And it's a nice drop. 4th and 4. I would go ahead and kick, but if they want to go for it, go ahead. It's all about possessions. 4 yards, not easy in this league. For Madden, it might be decently easy, but in this football league, sweat on sweat here, it's tough. 4th and 4. Takes a snap. It's going to be...
Go.
Wow.
Wow, it looked like he dropped it on my screen for a minute.
Holy smokes, Joe. What a catch that time. I believe it was Pickens,
Beautiful
right?
pass. It looked like Pickens, yes.
Yeah, 1st and 10. They're doing cover 0 here. You got to watch A-Chan. Shaheed.
That's just good coverage, good man coverage there by Weiss. And
DJ Turner from Michigan. Yes, DJ Turner saying good coverage there by DJ Turner. And Joe Milton now with his X Factor not lit up yet, but you see his ability machine showing some work. In motion. Looks to be Trey Harris. It was. Pressure.
And that was going to be picked.
Sure was.
I think he's lucky that Weiss has an amazing pass rush.
And that's going to be the award-winning, a rookie last year with 89 speed. The 6'2 linebacker, Mike Edgerrin Cooper from A&M, was stride for stride there with 89 Mark Andrews. 5 wide, Joe Milton washed the zigs. Quick out route. Andrews to the 3.
Good tackle.
TJ
It's
Tampa.
a good touchdown saving tackle.
What a play there by Tampa. I agree. I do zone here. They stay in man. And Andrews holding on for the touchdown.
Wow. That was just a desperation throw is what it looked like into the end zone. And he caught it.
Just when
He
he thought.
looked like he got stuck, and he stuck with it.
Joe Milton swatted away. And how about this, Joe? The Los Angeles Chargers are 0 for 2 right now on 2-point conversions.
And, it gets to a point where you might just have to just start taking your blessings with the extra point because it's not working right now.
Yeah, well said. But, the thing I'll say is Atlanta gets ball at half. And, right now you're down by 4. And, it's undoubtedly a gift right now for the Falcons. Should be 21-14. Missed extra point by Tucker, the veteran. Probably not a lag. Probably some missed kick. No abilities. Handoff right. Left side. He has room to run. They underestimated the I-form handoff. There's no flags. Touchdown, Atlanta's lead.
Just a beautiful, beautiful play call there by Weiss. And, what can Mike do? He did what he could, but it wasn't enough. Touchdown, Jalen Wright, who was, if I'm not mistaken, he was a rushing leader last year, wasn't he?
Sure was a one-time champ here in terms of a running back award winner, possibly Offensive Player of the Year last year in the NFC. We will have to check some of those awards from last year, but, Jalen Wright, now going to his 3rd year here from Tennessee, just what a job he's done for this football team, just tried and true here for the Falcons, and now they have a 3-point lead when it should be a tie game, 21-21.
Yeah, and at first, it was a good play call, good touchdown. If I'm Weiss, I would have dropped down towards like the 30 or 20-30 just to milk some more clock, be the lat.
That one should have been picked. It was
Absolutely.
a switch stick. He knew he was going to Andrews. He switch sticked. It didn't pay off. First down.
And, I'm surprised there hasn't been as many sacks as there should be yet by Weiss.
Milton, right side. I would throw it away. He gambles Shaheed.
Hard.
First down. A staple for this
Shaheed.
Chargers offense.
He just keeps putting in that dirty work, doesn't he?
Sure does. First down and 10. Now on the 42-yard line. Some cross-man zone going on here for the Falcons. First and 10. Or I'm sorry, more like cross zone. 21-18 is 2-minute warning. And you know what? You got a milk clock here for the Chargers. You cannot give the ball back to Caleb Williams in this offense with Jalen Waddle and Xavier Worthy. This is a mid-blitz here. Watch out.
Yeah, you have to have the lead.
It was a quarterback keeper all along. Milton slides, 12 yards, first down.
That's good IQ there for Mike.
RPO alert, draw stick. First down, he's chewing clock. If I'm the Falcons, I'm calling timeout. Next snap, inbounds. First down, handoff, Achane. There are the DTs and the edges of Tulamolo. Loss of 4.
I mean, just great defense there by Weiss. It almost looked like he run committed for a minute.
And that looked to be Kalijah Casey, 94. Second and 14. This one should have been picked.
Wow.
Newsome, unable to get his head around.
Wow.
Greg Newsome from Northwestern, a man-to-man corner. He was in man-to-man right there. 3rd and 1. What a bullshit catch. Pardon my French. But you know what? Better bullshit than good. 3rd and 1.
And, you know, you got to feel bad for Weiss here. I mean, there's been 2 plays already where it should have been picked and it wasn't. But just got to keep going.
3rd and 1. The defense caves in on Milton for a loss of a half. Hutchinson was there and so was Jarrett. It's 4th and 1.
I would kick the field goal here. Take my blessing.
No timeouts up for Atlanta either. In a mode where there is Excel clock in between downs, they're going to go for it here. 4th and 1, Joe. Bunch look for the Chargers. Takes a snap. Pressure by Cooper. What a catch by Harris. First down and goal.
What a catch.
Atlanta.
Wow.
Atlanta cannot stop the clock. Hot blitz 3 was the call there for Atlanta. The blitz and the A-gap did not pay off. What a strike by Milton here in the Super Bowl 8. First and goal. Clock ticks. And a possible timeout here with under, I would probably call it around 16. They call it at 19. Timeout, Chargers.
Michael's been very ballsy today, man. I mean, he's going play after play looking for, something where there's nothing. But keep on, I guess.
First and goal, Milton. I think a small little juke glitch there. 2nd and 10. Remember, you are able to juke now behind the line of scrimmage. In order to playmaker, you are not doing just RS anymore. You're doing LT and then RS. Definitely changing the idea of how you playmaker in this game. For all we know, he pressed the wrong button for a small juke there. 13 seconds left. 3-man rush. Spy to his right. Milton all alone. Troy Harris. What a catch. Touchdown. No flags.
Wow, that's a good play design there. It's a risky throwing cross body like that, but like I was saying, he's playing ballsy today. He's gone for it 2 times on second or for a 2-point conversion. And he's gone for it who knows how many times on 4th down already, 3rd or 4th.
Oh, and if I'm Atlanta here, I'm going as far as I can. I don't know if I would have returned that for a fumble chance. 22-yard line here. I'm probably doing a fake Hail Mary here. I'm going out of bounds. I'm trying to get to the 30-yard line. You can get it 70 yards easily. He's going for verts here. You ain't going to score here. But if you do a small out route here to Waddle there in the right seam, the right slot, get closer, you might have a shot at a, bulk up, tip catch here in the Super Bowl.
It looks like he's switching out of man now. Oh, no, he still is.
That could be a
and he's hit on the throw. All right, going into halftime.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I would have went for a little cheesy little out route there, get a little bit closer. These quarterbacks in the NFL today can throw it 70 yards. It's really remarkable what they can do. And, go for a little tip catch. That's what Super Bowl's all about, man. 25-21, Any adjustments you would make here for both teams, Joe?
For Weiss, on defensive wise, he needs to go for stopping the pass more. Oh, I thought he was going to go. Yeah, he needs to go for more pass prevent. Because Michael looks like he's scared to run it, or maybe it's something that he's been planning to do, where he starts out in the first half only passing and then goes straight into the second half running to confuse Weiss. And then for Michael, keep doing him, but make better decisions on defense, because he's been switch sticking where switch sticking doesn't need to be.
Yeah,
that's a good run.
Yeah, no, absolutely, Joe. Good take there. And, Jalen Wright, a wide zone there to the left. Good cut to the inside there. Give him 8. This guy now is approaching over 170 rush yards on the night. 2 touchdowns, both over 70 yards. Handoff, right side, up the middle. Give him 10. And an injury timeout. And Darnell Wright, yeah, that's a right tackle there for the Falcons. And that's going to be Caleb Williams' right side. Tough break for the Falcons. Tough throw, first down worthy. What a tackle by Dixon, first down.
And that was a good play there, but you could see there, just off of that, the right side got blown up. It was just the players got stuck on top of each other. I mean, he's lucky that he was able to get a throw off there.
Yeah, and this is a drive. You have to get points. If not, you're already going to be down almost 2 scores to Mike. Handoff, right. Tough running yards there. Give him a strong 3. Now approaching 180 on the night. 2nd and 7.
Michael's run defense is just not there today. I don't know what's going on.
It's also a strong team in this Falcons run team. In motion. Goes. Xavier Worthy in the slot. Other slot is Waddle. Torrey Holden, far right. Williams finds Theo Johnson. Give him about 4. It's 3rd and 3 in what will likely be 4 down territory unless they have a holding call here or a sack. 3rd and 3 trips. Looks like cover 0. Nope. It was zone. Torrey Holden from Colorado State. First down.
And, bringing up the run game, I feel it's something to mention. The Falcons have the 3rd best rushing defense in the NFL, and the Chargers have the 4th. So going into the game, I thought there wasn't going to be very much rushing yards, but Weiss is doing his thing.
What a tackle by Cook. Left side, and that was almost the 3rd touchdown of the night to Jalen Wright. But again, a touchdown-saving tackle from Brian Cook from Cincinnati. 2nd and 2.
I don't know about going out and...
Fullback dive, old school. Jalen Wright!
He throws the ball! God, how do you do?
Holy smokes, Jalen Wright! He just went to heaven and back. 28-25. We got a game here in Super Bowl VIII.
That was beautiful.
I can't believe that. Fullback. He does it all. Jalen Wright. Abilities. He has evasive, joystick, and tank.
That was just great power running there. And Weiss knowing when to start spamming his X button.
Yeah, and, that's really important here. I'm going to tell you why right now. I say it all the time, Joe. One little lucky fumble. One little lucky pick. And now you can be up by 2 scores. You get in their head, whatever. You had to score, you did. It probably had to be a touchdown against Mike. It was. Now get a stop here, 1st and 10. Pressure right side, not enough. Andrews, it's a drop.
Dropped. Something to mention off of you saying one lucky fumble. It's just a weird fun fact I found out when studying these 2 teams. The Falcons have 0 fumble recoveries on defense this year.
Wow.
0.
The coverage that time was by Carly's, and that's a catch by Raheed Shaheed.
Raheed Shaheed is showing out right now. I mean, he's killing them from the slot position right now.
He sure is. Double 2, 3-man rush. Dobbs is in the game. And it's going to be an incomplete pass.
And he dropped it.
George
Why was
Pickens.
Dobson in the game?
Now, let's not forget Josh Dobbs was Super Bowl MVP last year against me last year in the Super Bowl. We're talking about a quarterback who was a former astronaut. Josh Dobbs, 2nd and 10. Pressure. Dobbs is dropped. Shahid's not bored, folks. He is human. 3rd and 10.
And again, here, it's an unpopular opinion, but I feel I'm running the ball here. I mean,
they got a stack box, though, Joe. I'm not sure about that. It's a cover 0 blitz. Here they come. Right side. 1st down. Andrews. Will they have an answer for Andrews tonight, Joe?
It's not looking like it. They've had their slot corner on. They've had a safety on him. They've had everybody on him, it looks like. But nobody's been able to stop him.
It's backed!
He threw it!
JT Tomolo, the defensive end edge from Ohio State. 1st down, Atlanta.
Showing up when it matters. It wasn't a stack. It was an interception.
6'4", 264, pure edge from Ohio State. 1st down, Atlanta. Right back to right.
If he could take,
give him 5.
now, if Weiss could take the 2-score lead here, I mean, it's going to be looking very bad for Michael.
Well, here's my question, Joe. What happened to Joe Milton?
I think those bad throws that he had, the underthrows, the overthrow that turned into a pick, it provoked Michael to bench him.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing is, though, did he pause the game or did he do it in game? I mean, that's my question because...
I think he did it in game.
Maybe some wear and tear hits for all we know. I mean, I didn't see an injury, so maybe you're right. 28-25, 3rd and 5 here. Really far back in the pocket. What a play by Sauce Gardner. And that's going to bring up 4th and 5.
I don't agree with the decision to go for it here.
I don't as well. You don't get it. You're giving them a back field goal.
I do a fake snap and hope somebody jumps off sides.
That's right.
I wouldn't.
4th and 5. He has Theo Johnson. He didn't throw it. He's going deep to Waddle. Incomplete.
Overthrown. And now Michael's basically in the red zone where, if I look at it here, Michael's red zone proficiency is Michael's been to the red zone 104 times, 42 touchdowns, and 4 field goals.
It's a good stat. I mean, Trey Harris broke a tackle from Ole Miss. 1st down. Now officially inside the red zone. By the way, against Jalen Waddle, that 4th down stop. What a job there by Trayvon Diggs, the veteran, to stay stride for stride with a 97-plus speed Jalen Waddle. 1st down.
Absolutely.
Here's Achane. Give him 5.
And that's what Achane is going to do. He's going to get 5 yards every time, and he's going to end the game with 120.
Yeah, Achane's one of those guys where, once he turns the corner, 2nd-round pick, I believe, in this draft. What a call there to pick him. His first one was Sauce Gardner. 2nd and 5. A switch stick. Dobbs is sacked.
Fumble.
It was a strip sack out of bounds. 3rd and 6.
And like you were saying about Achane, he reminds me a lot, like the way Michael runs, it reminds me a lot of Duke's running back Nate Shepard.
Sure.
He's slow until he finds that gap. He waits for the gap, and then he explodes right into it. It's deadly.
Yeah, and, I think the best part about Devin Achane is 23 or 24 years of age. I mean, you can't make this crap up, even in real life. The Dolphins found a gem in Achane, and it really just shows you, even in real life, look how good Juckins is for Cleveland right now. In real life, you have that burst of speed. That's really what a running back really is. I mean, running backs like the old school Dickerson up the middle. I'm going to break you, whatever. I mean, I'm not saying that can't be a thing anymore, Joe. But I think for me, a running back in this National Football League, people are getting tougher and tougher and faster. It's all about sideline to sideline and coast to coast. 3rd and 6.
Yeah.
Down by 3. The former
Must be.
astronaut, Josh Dobbs. Last year's Super Bowl VII MVP against Coach K and the Cowboys. 28-25. Falcons lead. 2 former Super Bowls for the Falcons, 4 for the Chargers. Switch stick by TJ Tampa. And first down, Josh Dobbs.
First down. And, like you were saying about running backs, it is really just about coast to coast, sideline to sideline. It's all about speed and how agile you are also, like Rico Dowdle.
That's right. For the the Panthers. First and goal. Dobbs rolls out. Smartly throws it away. Second and goal. This is a drive where I'm going to really hope the Chargers, we're not rooting for anyone here, but I will say one thing. If it is fourth down, I will hope they kick it, because it would be a shame for you not to tie the game up with how good I think the defenses have played here in the second half. Both teams under 7 points here, scored, under 8 points. There's Achan. Touchdown, no flags.
He's in. That's the thing about Achan, sideline, like we were saying.
That's right. He went to the pylon, and the Falcons had almost no chance there. But now the Falcons are in a drive where it has to be a touchdown. I think the only thing about me that got me a little bit upset there with Kyler is you were in your trips on 4th and 4. You had the tight end one-on-one. I don't know about you, Joe. Every quarterback has different looks, different read progressions. I think that corner route in levels is my first read. He had Theo Johnson one-on-one. He went through his progression, didn't see it in time, went deep to Waddle. It was unfortunate, broken up by Trayvon Diggs. Short field for the Chargers, touchdown. Is that your first read? Is that corner route in levels and trips?
My first read there, well, I'm looking at the coverage first. If it's one-on-one on the tight end, I'm looking his way 100%. I'm not going to force it, obviously, and Jalen Wright. But, yeah, I'm obviously not going to force it. But my first read is the tight end or my slot receiver down the middle. And if that's not there, I look up, but usually that's going to be there, especially one-on-one on the tight end.
Handoff right, left side. He has room to run. Left side. Does he have a hat trick in him? No. Pushed out of bounds by Sauce Gardner. First down, Atlanta.
Jalen Wright just continues to kill Mike's rush defense, and it is not even fair right now for him.
And I want to say correction, Jalen Wright from Tennessee does have 3 touchdowns. 2 as a running back, 1 as a fullback in the goal line. That would have been a 4th. 5-man blitz for the Chargers. Underneath, Jalen Wright fights for 8. 5 minutes of play here in Super Bowl VIII, Joe.
The question is, you're right here in the red zone. Do you waste a little bit of time? That's what I would. Personally, I know I would.
Even though we know it's not true, I think the clock is actually a non-factor. And the reason why I'm saying that right now is you can't chew the whole half. No matter what, by you chewing the clock here by Atlanta, which I don't even know if you legally can, the league until under 3 minutes anyway in this situation, but all I'm trying to say is Mike's getting the ball back guaranteed. So it's like you're kind of giving him the ball last. I would focus here on scoring.
And
Theo Johnson! 6'6". Holy smokes. Caleb Williams loves it. Touchdown.
That looked like a mistake ball, and it was caught. Wow.
Well, it's all about leverage. Theo Johnson, he's someone who, if you want someone to get those gummy bears up in those tall cabinets, you know who you're calling. 6'6" Colin Johnson right down the street. He grabbed those gummy bears and more. 35-32, what a play there, Theo Johnson. And they're going to run here to Rainey, up the middle. First down, this is it. It's what every kid dreams of. They have 2 timeouts left. A turnover would be devastating here for the Chargers tonight.
And, I feel like this might just be very random to mention because, it's Madden, but this game's in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. I feel like, it's basically home field advantage for Weast here.
Well, you're not wrong because Mercedes-Benz is obviously Atlanta, the home field advantage tonight. But the thing I'll say is everyone has to start taking notes here on this football team because as of right now, the Atlanta Falcons, they have blitzed Edgerrin Cooper with 89 speed. There he is again. Edgerrin Cooper has come free in the middle of the whole game. If you play Kyler Alexander, you need to have a blocked running back or be accountable for that player coming up the A-gap. You play these teams. You've seen Mike play. He went to Andrews time and time again. It's these adjustments from playing these players several times that make teams go all the way versus a first-round exit. In motion, Trey Harris, right side. It's Andrews again. First down, LA.
And Mike was going for his checkdowns right now, and it's working, getting down the field, and is wasting a little bit of clock. If he gives the ball to Weiss with more than a minute and a half left, I think he might have screwed up there, but he's looking good right now.
These zone drops are way too far for Atlanta. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Second and 10.
First and 10, but it's still dropped.
Yeah, that's a soft drop, but you know what? It would have been 1 yard and the clock ticking. I think it was better off incomplete. Remember, LA now you have Tucker, but it's not enough for field goal range yet. You probably need about 10 yards. 35-32, here we go, big play.
And he is missing a timeout already, so.
He blocked Trey Harris in motion. Dobbs got rid of it, stops the clock, 3rd and 10.
He's lucky that corner or linebacker didn't come down at a different angle because that easily could have been picked.
Well, I'm going to say right now, too, Justin Tucker and Nick Folk are the two kicker options here for the Chargers, 91 and 94 power, respectfully. And Andrews is on! 151 yards past Edgerrin Cooper. Inside the 22-yard line, and now they can legally chew clock. And now, Joe, this is where you chew clock, and the 4-time champ Michael does it on cue. Hey, Jan! House call! Touchdown!
All the way.
LA! Again,
that coast-to-coast speed right there. Finds his gap and explodes through it. That's all it is about.
David Achan, a gift from A&M, 5'9", 188 pounds, 97 speed, 95 excel. Tonight, he is equipped with human joystick, tank, grab and go, and evasive. His X Factor, first one free. 39-35. To return it is James. Left side. What a hit!
And, if I'm Weist here, if I get it past the 50-yard line before the 2-minute warning, I'm chewing it down until about a minute's left if I haven't got it anywhere. You got to waste clock here if you're going to score. There's no way you win. You want to win if you don't waste a little bit of clock right now.
Well, not just that, but this is one of those situations where every football fan's been in this situation. In motion. He has Worthy in stride. There are no flags. Touchdown, Atlanta.
A one play, and now he gives Michael the ball back. It's about to be a shootout is what it looks like for the rest of this game.
That was a strike against what was probably a box play. The defensive coordinator for the Chargers probably told themselves, we're stopping these smaller passes in what will probably be a maybe go-ahead championship drive here for a Super Bowl. Guess what? It was a play-action fake up the middle of the field, in stride, probably racked it, touchdown worthy. And Rainey smartly falls down. Now the script flips. We've now been in this situation amples of time. Mike will chew clock. He knows he has a veteran kicker, ×2, on the sideline. Don't know why they have two.
I think he's going for the win here.
Oh, he definitely is. But his back pocket, he has Nick Folk. He has Justin Tucker. Two players with playoff experience. And that's going to be Andrews. What a move.
Throws them off.
Mark
Wow,
Andrews,
he threw him off.
over 173 yards now tonight. What a play by Mark Andrews against that cover 6 of Atlanta. 38-yard line. Justin Tucker has 94 power, Nick Folk 91 to possibly send this one into, I don't know, maybe the first overtime, Joe, we've ever had here in the Super Bowl. Pickens.
That's caught.
First down.
And, with these chunk plays now, I think Michael's back pocket is just, it doesn't exist anymore. I think it has holes in it. I don't think he wants a field goal anymore. I don't think he's going to go for a field goal anymore. He's going for it all.
Yeah, I think he is too. But again, if I were the Chargers, I'm chewing clock here. And I know Mike, I know he is here. He has the advantage. Bare minimum, it's overtime here. If you trust yourself kicking in Madden football. If I'm the Falcons, I'm playing aggressive defense. I'm not going to let him chew clock and have him get the ball last in a game where it's very offensive. First down here, past midfield.
Go to timeout there, and I just don't think he wanted the play, or he just wanted it down as low as he could get before he could snap it again.
That's what it was, Joe.
Right.
4-man rush underneath. He went for the hit stick there. Remember, do not
18-3.
Do not go for hits against players with tank. Okay? I know it's easier said than done, but you will not make a tank guy fumble. If you do, then congrats. 2nd and 7. Clock is ticking slowly but surely. 42-39. Atlanta.
I think he's
hanging on to
going
the
for it
lead.
right here.
Right back to Andrews. Out of bounds. Clock stops.
Good
24-yard
pass,
line.
good catch. Good pass, good catch. Good way to get out of bounds fast.
It is going to be a trips look to his right.
My screen just froze.
Achan, left side. What a saving tackle there. Remember, only one timeout. More clock is going to be shaved off here under. Ooh. Timeout Atlanta. Timeout Atlanta. They called timeout. I don't know if I agree with that. Stick is the call. He eyeballed it. Broke a tackle. And this is why I wouldn't have called timeout if I were the Falcons, because the Chargers would have had to use their last. That was a high ball over the 6'1" Edgerrin Cooper. What a play. What a pass by Dobbs.
I wouldn't have called a timeout again either. He only has one timeout. And my screen is frozen.
I'm fine. Refresh, Joe. Here we go. 31 seconds left. 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line here for the Chargers. We are going to see what the call is tonight by Mike. In a game where he might retire with a win with his 5th Super Bowl here. It could be his 5th Super Bowl in 8 seasons. 8th season being tonight. To conclude, 2nd and goal. Handoff. HN, he's in. Touchdown, no flags.
And he uses timeouts. He uses timeouts when he, in my opinion, I don't think he needed to. And now he has to go down the field with one timeout? My stream's still frozen.
No timeout, Joe. What a run there. But again, it's all about taking notes. You know that he loves those outside runs with Achan. It's a little bit glitchy, but you have to be ready for it based on analytics. And 24-yard line there, they'll take over. And I'm going for a deep pass here in the middle of the field. They're going to play the sidelines. I'm doing a slant here and trying to use my joysticks to the outside, maybe get out of bounds. But you have got to at least be in a situation here where you can set up a Hail Mary with 6'6" Theo Johnson here. Teams have done it. We've seen crazy catches in the Super Bowl. 46-42. 5 wide.
You got the catch.
Here we go for the Falcons. Waddle in the seam. Worthy, slot. Torrey Horton, far left. 3-man rush. He has time. Pressure. Theo Johnson, spike it. To the 37-yard line, give him 13 yards. And they may have 2 end zone shots for Hail Marys. And yes, I would take 2 Hail Mary shots here if I were the Chargers.
I mean, you got to. You mean the Falcons. But yeah,
Falcons,
you got
yes,
to.
sir. Well, and here's the problem, right? You know, I just really feel like your best chance is bundle all your receivers up, a tip catch. Not everyone has pick artist, so once it hits the defender's hands, it could be a drop and then a catch by the receiver. He's just going to go verticals here, but like...
I think he's audibly for sideline.
I just don't see it happening here, Joe.
With Worthy,
he has
99 speed.
Whoa! He had it!
Wow.
Oh! I don't know if he has any dead eyes. And this has to be a Hail Mary here. He needs 63 to win a Super Bowl.
Will he do it? What is this play call?
Caleb Williams has pocket dead eye, but maybe it was the pass lead there causing the overthrow. I really don't know, Joe. What is he doing
I don't
here?
like this. I don't like this.
What is he doing? He makes one man miss. Williams. Oh, he was going for some left and right passes and then an in stride to outrun the
And it just wasn't
defense. What
Wow.
a win by the
Okay.
Chargers. Back to
Will he
back.
retire? We got to get him in here, see if he will retire right on the spot.
He may retire, Mike. Wow. Joe Milton.
2 seconds, dude. I just dropped some drink.
Why is my YouTube glitching here, man? Come on. Randy Moss is there to present him with Goodell for the Coach K Football League. What a win for Coach Mike and the Chargers against the Falcons, who had it. But Caleb Williams, unable to make that throw, but it was a great read. For me, I understand what the Falcons were doing, but you have a 6'6" Theo Johnson. He already lost one guy tonight. I would have thrown it deep for a bunch Hail Mary, and I don't care if it's going to be a low odds play. You at least know the throw's going to get there. So, I don't know, Joe. What are your last thoughts here before we interview some players? Joe, you there? Joe may not be there anymore. Let me go ahead now. And again, Caleb Williams, we don't know if that was a pass lead overthrow, but let me go here into the booth for some interviews. And we're going to try to interview these coaches here if they'll join up. But we appreciate all of those who were in attendance tonight in the stands. The MVP, I believe, was Mark Andrews. Can we confirm it? Not yet. It's not yet in the game.
All right, hello?
Joe, you there?
Yeah. I did not notice my mic was muted.
Oh, you're fine, Joe. Let's see if they join for interviews here real quick.
About to get him in here?
Guys, what a game. 46-42, I believe. 4-point game. We're still waiting for it to finish here, but I mean, what a game. For these two football teams. And, obviously Mike now wins his 5th. But here he is, Kyler Alexander in the booth, the Falcons head coach. Kyler, what a way to represent the NFC there. You definitely covered the spread. What a game. What went through your head there in the last snaps?
Yeah, so first of all, I'll say GG to Michael. That was a good game. I think that was hopefully entertaining for everyone watching. Just overall, I really struggled to get a stop throughout the most of the game. I was able to actually get an interception, and I just didn't really capitalize. I got greedy, and I ended up not getting it on fourth down, which was kind of like a lost opportunity. Also, yeah, at the end of the game, it was just tough. He was really good at methodically moving the ball down at the end of the first half, didn't leave me any time, and then the same thing at the end of the game in the fourth quarter, where I just didn't really have much time to do anything. I was trying my best to scheme up something that would maybe have a chance with my fast receivers. I had a step with Waddle, I think it was, but it was going to be a pretty difficult pass. I could tell by how big the green circle was. I didn't think it was going to be completed, but I saw him getting close. I was thinking maybe there was a chance, but yeah. Right. And then at the end, I was hoping he was going to play zone or something. I actually just tuned into your stream real quick and rewinded, but I wasn't trying to do what I did at the end, like where I went back around to the left to try to get a guy in stride. I was actually trying to get Jalen Wright in the flat. Hopefully everyone was away, and then everyone going to the right side of the field would have been able to block upfield for him. And then that was my goal, but it didn't work out very well, so I had to try to improvise there.
Sure. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, no, I mean, overall it was a great game. I mean, what are your thoughts on Mark Andrews? Just total domination, unfortunately, for the Chargers, for you. But, I mean, did you give him any extra special attention, or you kept to your game plan and just overall played, you played everyone the same?
Against Michael, he's good at, his scheme's good, pretty spread and quick passes. He's good at reading the field, no matter who's open. I'm sure he likes going to Andrews. Especially Mark Andrews. I've seen him before in other games with Michael, like last Super Bowl, and then you saw again in the Super Bowl. But I think it's the matchup nightmare. He just catches literally everything and anything. It's impossible to get a knockout. He gets the craziest in the air animations I've ever seen. So yeah, I mean, I guess I try to maybe shadow my user a little bit more towards his side, but it didn't really make a difference because if he wasn't open, someone else probably was, and you saw that by the 46 points that he scored.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And, last question for you, Kyler, is, how do you feel about Jalen Wright? What a job he's done for you this season. And obviously he'll be a staple for this Atlanta franchise for Madden year number 2 with us here. Now going into season 9 next year. But any last words on just overall the game and how some of your players performed?
Yeah, so throughout all of this season, I actually had been going away from the run a little bit. I don't think I was very high in rushing yards, and that was because I had Jalen Waddle, who I found ways to get open on some deep touchdowns, which I'm usually not inclined to doing. And then I was able to pick up Xavier Worthy, another speed demon, I think it was mid-season. So I was really focusing on my passing attack, but Michael, he actually has a really good defense. I know the points say otherwise, but he can definitely make you make some mistakes if you're not prepared for what he shows. So I improvised a little, just try to get back to what I was doing in season 1, as well as last year when I had Bijan Robinson. So yeah, I had to sort of switch my game plan from the regular season and get back to the run game.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. And, I really appreciate your time. Kyler, obviously a dedicated commissioner in this league, and I mean, I could be wrong here, but that was your 4th Super Bowl appearance, and you're 2-2 now, or no?
Yep. So I was in 3 last year, lost to Michael the first time, choked that one away. I beat you, and then I was able to beat Michael, late game interception. And then here we are in Madden 26, my first Super Bowl appearance. Michael, again, like I said, just tough to stop, and he really managed to clock well at the end of both halves. All I'll say before I'm done here is the NFC is super difficult. I know the score says I beat Keanu by a lot, but he's a great user. He beat you. You beat me last year. Hayden's great. And the game against Champ, I should have lost the Champ. Champ really should have been the Super Bowl. He's another great user. I struggle against him all the time. So the NFC is just stacked. It's a gauntlet every year. So not looking forward to that in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate the respect there. And, right back at you, Kyler. And, now we're going to go over to Mike. Mike, congratulations, young man. 5 touchdowns. Or I'm so sorry. 5 Super Bowls now for you, Mike. Mike, What's going through your head, dude?
Think two things: not doing my weekly strategy, which made all my players slow. That's why I couldn't even stop the run half game because all my players were red. That's why Milton was out of the game. And then the other thing was getting bailed out. But it's just like both of those are in my mind. Getting a big bailout at the end with Waddle almost catching a touchdown, winning the game. The 10 other bailouts where I'm like throwing it to Andrews. Andrew catches it. 1 on 4th down with Trey Harris getting like a tough catch. All these bailouts because they were able to just like actually catch the ball on 4th down. That's all the things I'm thinking about. All those bailouts I got throughout the game, to be honest. And another thing is mostly just not being able to do anything defensively. I think the game would have been a little bit more competitive, more low scoring if my defense they were all red. They were all red. All my players, they were all like on risk injury. So like their speed was lower, their acceleration was lower. And I had no way to stop the run. There was no way. If he continued running, he would have won. Or if he just, you know what I'm saying? Like just if he was running more than passing, then he would have got it. But I couldn't stop the run. Like none of my players were fast enough. That's why every time Worthy got the ball, I was like, oh shit. Or if running back got the ball, I was cooked because no one would be able to catch him except Sauce.
Right.
And everyone was like -4 speed. So it was like 80 speed against like a 97 speed running back or 95, 94, really high. So that didn't really contribute that much. But mostly those bailouts is what I'm really thinking about. And, getting a 5th Super Bowl win. But, with this 5th Super Bowl win, I think I'm honestly just, and I'm not lying. As long as the ownership goes to Greg, it looks like this is my last season, and I'm retiring because five Super Bowl wins is a lot, and I think there's no more point of continuing in this league. I'll just be the crown. I'll take the crown. 5 Super Bowl wins in 8 seasons, right? Or 5 Super Bowl wins, 6 Super Bowl appearances in 8 seasons. So it's like I don't think I need to show anything else, and I think others need the opportunity. And I want to bring Greg back as a great GM, getting A-Chain. Although A-Chain didn't do that much at the end of the game, he just had that sprint, touchdown. The other one, handed it off, touchdown. And I think my plan, honestly, was after I'm like, if I'm not going to pass the ball, I'm just going to pass. If I can't run the ball, I'm just going to pass 30 times, and I'm going to do a sneaky run on my last couple of drives, and that's what I did. And that's what helped me get that stretch run and that other one where I handed off to him. And I think that's what really helps me win this game was not using A-Chin until the end when I really needed him.
Yeah, sure, Mike. And, first of all, again, congratulations on getting your 5th Super Bowl win. Obviously, we'll miss you here in the league, but, understand that, obviously if someone gets close to you, you're always welcome back. By the time this year is up and stuff, if somehow, some way for our last 3 seasons, time flies, guys. 2 down, 3 to go here now in the franchise for this year in Madden 26. The reason being is we want to finish at some point in early to mid-May. We don't want to go at all into June like last year. And so, having 2 months off in the summer is going to be nice. Even Ultimate Team, everyone watching, I'm doing the same thing this year where I'm not doing June, July this year. It's because it's just what it is. June, July always has the excuses. Oh, it's June, July football, whatever. Sadly, guys, it should have been GTA this summer. We can't make that excuse this summer, but there'll be other games out, yada, yada, yada. But anyway, Mike, tell us your next journey. Are you going to be going to a different game now to attack and be one of the best? Or are you going to go ahead and do online head-to-head Madden, go back into Mutt? What's your goal to your mindset now away from franchise?
I think what I'll be doing is coaching Greg. If commissions approve, I want Greg to be the new head coach of the Chargers. And, he might not have the same skill as me, but I feel like he can thrive with the Chargers. He has A-Chain, which, he knows because he's a Dolphins fan. And I kind of just want to give the team to him, and I can coach him to a playoffs and possibly a Super Bowl, which probably won't happen because there's a lot of competitive players, especially with the Raiders in my division. But I think, I want to – I'm probably just – I just won't have to worry about Madden. I won't have to worry about playing every Tuesday, Thursday, every weekend, just playing a game, 50 minutes. It's really stressful. It's like although it's just Madden, it's like 50 minutes, whatever. It's like sometimes after these games, I'm just like, holy shit, it's competitive. Like, especially the Super Bowl, even though it's only $25, even though this league doesn't really mean like the entire thing to the world, it's kind of just for like showing my reputation, my skill. Because if I lose, then I'm 4-2, and I just basically was talking all this smack, and I just lose the Super Bowl, and now I have to play another season. But I think with 5 Super Bowl wins, I think it's just like there's nothing else to do in this league. I've shown myself. I think others need a chance. I have a much better skill set than people, and sometimes maybe it seems like I do cheese, and sometimes but it's more the fact that I just have a good offense, and I don't really try to do anything cheesy. But of course, the Super Bowl matchup, I had to like do some obviously audible my receiver, going left and right, trying to do just a lot of concepts I don't usually do to try to switch it up. And that's what I think helped me out. And also just defensively getting really lucky and bailed out. But I think that I just proved everything. But my journey is just to help whoever gets the Chargers, hopefully Greg. If Greg's it, I'll help him out. Hopefully get him to the playoffs and possibly a Super Bowl. And honestly, just not have to worry about the league and allow others to have fun and win a Super Bowl. Because I've been in like 6 out of the 8 Super Bowls, which kind of just, ruins the fun.
Sure. Yeah, no, I mean, if that's how you feel, Mike, I mean, it's you're entitled to your own opinion. And, again, congratulations to, 5 Super Bowl wins. You will be getting a $25 gift card or PayPal, or, we'll figure it out here. But, everyone watching at home, I do give a $25 gift card or some kind of monetary donation, because at the end of the day, it's giving back to the dedication for being in the league and all that stuff. And also, a reason we do it too is you can't just say like, oh, it's just a game, whatever. I mean, it is just a game, but, $25 is something. And so obviously, you'll want to win it over not winning it. So it's more just, liability insurance. But anyway, just wanted to say, congrats again to Kyler and Mike, the Chargers. It's going to be a lot of fun, what happens. The commissioners and I will talk it over, but at the end of the day, it's not like we're totally opposed to Greg. We're going to review some stuff and whatever, but hopefully Greg can make a return, and if not, then we will definitely have a plan for him here in the near future. But the thing I will say, though, is for everyone watching at home, thank you so much for watching. And Mike, again, thank you so much for you. Kyler, Joe, if you're still there, buddy, thank you for commentating this game. Anyone last-minute remarks, and then we're probably out of here.
Just before we head out of here, GD to Michael. It's always, you always want to win the Super Bowl. I've been to 4, 1, 2, lost 2, but like I said, I guess winning is first, but secondly, and almost tie with first, just, it is live stream. Hoping it was entertaining for everyone joining. Always want it to be a close matchup, so I hope the viewers thought it was a pretty good game. I thought it was a pretty good close game, back and forth, right? So, like I said, GG to Michael, and looking forward to next season.
Yes, sir. I will say one thing as well, guys. The game did not finish in game. I see it on the bracket, but I go to the league history. It hasn't tracked yet, so I don't want to sim and have it not track for XP stuff and whatever. So I'm a little bit worried.
It tracks after sim.
Really? You promise? All right.
Yeah.
All right, let me go.
Yeah,
ahead
it says Chargers 146-42. Yeah.
All right, so let me force advance. Let's see any crazy retirements here for the stream, and then we'll go ahead and get off here. I do want to see. We are giving people a chance to do some tagging too, so make sure everyone hops on right now if you're watching from home right now to get some stuff. The season recap. The MVP, I don't agree with it, but it was Joe Milton. Damn. That is not deserving because Dobbs finished second half.
Dude got benched in the fucking Super Bowl.
Wow, that is a little questionable. But at the end of the day, he did it. 2-time champion here in this franchise. Let me see if I have any, upgrade players here. We're gonna see any retirees here. Anyone worth noting? All these players for upgrades to me are all backups. I'll just do upgrade all
DeAndre
players.
Hopkins, kind of.
I'm gonna go ahead and run through retirements here. So Kevin Byard, Judon, Zadarius Smith, Humphrey,
Justin Tucker,
Tyrod Taylor, Tyreek Hill.
Oh wow.
Tyreek Hill retired after 2 seasons of usage. Brandon Sheaf, Jake Matthews, Cooper Kupp. Sorry, Jack. He's out of the Frenches now, isn't he, Jack? Tyler Lockett.
Cooper Cup with tires. Is he still being used by the Packers?
Brissett. No, I don't think he is. Rashawn Jenkins, Tucker's gone, and Folk. Wow, both of his kickers. Grady Jarrett. Wow, won last year for the Chargers before he won a Super Bowl. Joe Flacco. So, Hopkins, yep. But I do want to see real quick here. So I guess we are actually good to sim one more to...
Yeah, I think so.
At least.
I mean...
That's right.
Yeah.
2K.
What are you going to say, Matt?
No, I was going to say, like, is there really anything to do besides kind of like, fill some staff? But that's kind of just like, I don't know if anyone's going to really do that.
I don't believe there's anything really to do this week.
Yeah, I'm just going to go in advance here. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and try to negotiate here a tag. Let's see how much Fred Warner is here to tag.
Oh, wow. Mekhi Becton only needed $15 million for the franchise tag. Nice.
Hold on, I actually wonder if I'm able to even get him here. He said not interested in signing. And then, yes, we can tag him. Okay, good. To tag Warner, it's, 1 year, 16 mil. It's a no-brainer. So he's my tag. Fred Warner was a Red player. And we have breaking news, folks. He is only superstar now. So age 30. Age 30, Fred Warner now is only superstar. Okay? 88 speed, though. Did he lose any speed? -1 pursuit, -1 play rec. That's it. But that's why I'm not giving these guys long contracts. 1 by 1. For all I know, he could be star dev next year. I'll get rid of him for the contract. So he was my tag player at least one more year for 3 out of 5 years. And now we're gonna give everyone a chance to do their tag. So signing off, Matt Kennedy. Take care. Until the next time for franchise.